Have you ever walked into a room and felt completely invisible? Or maybe you've noticed that some women at any age don't even try, yet people are naturally drawn to them. What if I told you that becoming that kind of magnetic has nothing to do with beauty, youth, or expensive style, and everything to do with 5 tiny habits you can start today? Habits so small that nobody sees you doing them, but everyone feels the difference. Hello, beautiful women, and welcome back. Today, we're talking about the quiet, almost invisible behaviors that create instant presence. The kind of presence that makes people lean in, listen longer, and feel comforted just standing near you. Because after 60, something unexpected happens. Life has deepened you. Your intuition is sharper. Your compassion is fuller. Your energy is wiser. But the world doesn't always see that right away. These 5 habits help people feel the power you already carry. They're backed by psychology, communication research, and emotional intelligence studies. And they work no matter your background, personality, or lifestyle. So if you're ready to step into rooms with quiet confidence, create deeper connections, and feel more magnetic without changing who you are, you're in exactly the right place. Before we begin, if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss tips designed specifically for elegant women over 60. Now let's dive in. Habit number 1. The 10-second posture reset. Let's start with something incredibly simple and incredibly powerful. Your posture. Now I know posture sounds almost too basic. But here's something most people don't realize. Your posture is the very first message you send before you speak, before you smile, before you even make eye contact. And after 60, posture becomes even more important, not just for health, but for presence. Research from Harvard and the University of Pennsylvania shows that an open, lifted posture actually changes your brain chemistry. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and boosts confidence signals in the brain. And you know what happens when your confidence rises? People pick up on it immediately. Good posture doesn't shout, "Look at me." It whispers, "I'm grounded. I'm capable. I'm here." And that whisper is magnetic. As we age, gravity pulls us forward. Phones keep our heads down. Stress curls our shoulders inward. And slowly, without even noticing, we begin to shrink ourselves. But you deserve to take up space. Not with volume, not with drama, but with quiet self-respect. So here's the tiny habit that changes everything. Every time you walk through a doorway, any doorway, do a 10-second posture reset. Step 1. Roll your shoulders gently up, back, and down. Step 2. Lift the chest, not dramatically, just enough for a deep breath to flow easily. Step 3. Lengthen your neck slightly, as if someone placed a soft string at the top of your head. Step 4. Soften your face and walk through the doorway with slow, deliberate steps. 10 seconds. That's all. When you do this, something subtle happens. Your presence fills the space. Your energy rises. Your confidence becomes visible. Even though you didn't say a word, people notice. Because humans are naturally drawn to those who move with ease and certainty. This simple little reset signals that you trust yourself. And when a woman stands tall at any age, the world instinctively pays attention. That's the first tiny habit. The 10-second posture reset. Simple, gentle, and absolutely transformative. Habit number 2. The warm glance technique. Now let's move into something a bit more emotional and surprisingly powerful. It's called the warm glance technique, and it can transform how people respond to you in just 2 seconds. We've all been told to make eye contact, but what truly creates connection isn't the contact. It's the warmth behind it. Research in social psychology shows that warm eye expressions activate trust circuits in the brain. People instantly feel safer, calmer, and more open around you, even if they don't know why. And here's the beautiful part. Women over 60 naturally carry a depth in their eyes. Wisdom, life experience, compassion. This technique simply brings that to the surface. As we age, many women tell me they feel overlooked, as if people look through them instead of at them. But the warm glance brings you back into focus. It signals presence. It signals kindness. And it creates an emotional pull that people feel immediately. So here's how the warm glance works. It's small, it's subtle, and you can do it anywhere. Step 1. When your eyes meet someone else's, soften your face just a little. Step 2. Let the corners of your eyes relax, like you're smiling gently without moving your mouth. Step 3. In your mind think, I see you. I wish you well. Step 4. Hold that warm eye contact for just 1 to 2 seconds. Not longer. Longer can feel intense. But 1 or 2 seconds. That's where the magic is. You're not staring. You're not forcing anything. It's simply a soft human acknowledgement. Here's what others feel when you do this. They feel respected. They feel noticed. They feel safe. And when someone feels emotionally safe around you, they naturally want to talk to you, listen to you, and stay near you. There's something profoundly comforting about someone whose eyes say, I've lived life. I understand. You're okay. Older women have that naturally. This technique simply highlights it. If you're finding value in these habits, do me a favor and tap that subscribe button. We're building a community of elegant, confident women, and I'd love for you to be part of it. In a world that often feels rushed and distracted, your warm glance becomes a moment of peace, a small emotional gift. I've had women tell me that after practicing this for just 1 week, cashiers lingered to talk a little longer. Grandchildren opened up more. Strangers smiled back. And conversations felt deeper, easier, more pleasant. People aren't responding to your appearance. They're responding to the warmth they feel from you. So that's your second tiny habit, the warm glance technique. Just 1 or 2 seconds of soft, intentional warmth, and the world begins to open toward you. Remember, the most magnetic women aren't the loudest. They're the warmest. Habit number 3. The micro-compliment ritual. Our third tiny habit is something so small, so gentle, yet so unexpectedly powerful. I call it the micro-compliment ritual. And no, this isn't about flattery or forcing kindness. It's about something much deeper. Human beings are wired to respond to acknowledgement. Not big praise, not dramatic gestures, just simple recognition. Psychologists have discovered that giving small, sincere compliments boosts oxytocin, the hormone that creates bonding, comfort, and emotional warmth. And it doesn't just rise in the person you compliment. It rises in you as well. So this tiny habit doesn't just make you magnetic. It makes you feel good. Many women over 60 tell me the same thing. They feel unseen, like the world has become less responsive to them. But here's the truth. People respond to the energy you give them. And when you acknowledge someone genuinely, warmly, specifically, they suddenly see you with new eyes. A micro-compliment is not grand. It's not dramatic. It's not about overpraising or trying to impress anyone. It's about noticing the small, honest things that are already there. That color looks beautiful on you. I love how calm you are. You have such a warm smile. You brighten my day just now. Simple, human, real. Here's how to turn this into a daily habit, one that takes less than 20 seconds. Step 1. Each day, choose one person. Just one. Step 2. Notice something genuine about them. It can be their energy, their tone, the way they speak, or a small detail about their style. Step 3. Deliver the compliment gently, without expectation. You don't have to linger or make a big moment out of it. Step 4. Walk away knowing you placed a small drop of kindness into the world. And that drop ripples much farther than you think. Here's what's fascinating. When you compliment someone, their brain associates that positive feeling with you. Not with your outfit, not with your age, not with anything external. With you. You become the person who made them feel good. Even if it took only 5 seconds. As women mature, they gain something that younger people don't always have. Emotional intuition, insight, awareness. You've lived enough life to see people clearly, to notice goodness, to sense when someone needs a little human connection. And when a woman over 60 gives a sincere compliment, it doesn't feel random. It feels meaningful. It feels earned. It feels like wisdom speaking. I've seen women use this tiny habit and completely transform the energy around them. Neighbors who barely spoke suddenly open up. Strangers respond with kindness. Even family members start to feel more emotionally connected. And the woman giving the compliments? She becomes lighter, more joyful, more magnetic, because she's living from a place of recognition and gratitude. If this resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who could use these tips. Let's spread this positive energy together. Habit number 4. The stillness pause before speaking. Our fourth tiny habit is one that truly separates magnetic women from everyone else. It's subtle, it's elegant, and it creates an instant aura of wisdom. It's called the stillness pause before speaking. And it has the power to change how people listen to you, how they respect you, and how they feel in your presence. In daily conversations, most people rush. They rush to answer. They rush to explain. They rush to fill silence, as if silence itself is somehow uncomfortable or impolite. But magnetic women don't rush. They understand something very important. Stillness is strength. Communication researchers have found that a 1 to 2 second pause before speaking makes you appear more confident, more intelligent, and more emotionally grounded. People trust your words more, and they listen more deeply. As we age, our presence naturally becomes more reflective, more thoughtful. People expect depth from a mature woman, and the stillness pause amplifies that expectation. It's like saying without speaking, I value what I'm about to say, and I value myself enough not to rush. And when you give that energy, others respond with equal respect. Here's how to practice this tiny but transformative habit. Step 1. Before you speak, breathe. Just one gentle breath. Not dramatic, not noticeable to anyone else. Just enough to settle your thoughts. Step 2. Hold 1 or 2 seconds of stillness. This pause isn't empty. It's intentional. It's where your mind aligns with your words. Step 3. Speak slowly but not artificially. Let your words flow like you're choosing them with care. Step 4. Keep your facial expression soft. When your face softens, your voice softens, and your presence becomes more magnetic. Here's what happens when you use this habit. People stop talking over you. They wait for your thoughts. They feel more settled in your presence. Your calm becomes their calm. Your presence becomes grounding. Your voice becomes the one they trust. You see, rushing often comes from fear. Fear of being ignored, misunderstood, or dismissed. But stillness comes from confidence. It comes from knowing your experience matters. It comes from being comfortable in your own skin. When you pause before you speak, you communicate far more than words. You communicate self-respect. Imagine your granddaughter comes to you with a problem. Instead of jumping in with advice, you pause, take a breath, and then speak. Suddenly, your words hold more weight. Imagine you're in a conversation with someone who's upset. Instead of matching their speed, you stay calm, still. You become the anchor in the room. That quiet strength is magnetic. Habit number 5. The daily tiny act of delight. Our fifth and final tiny habit is one that often gets overlooked in adulthood, but it is one of the strongest sources of natural magnetism. It's called the daily tiny act of delight. Here's something fascinating about human nature. We are drawn to people who carry a quiet joy. Not loud excitement, not forced positivity, but a simple, genuine delight in small things. Studies in positive psychology show that tiny moments of joy create micro-expressions. Little facial movements, softening around the eyes, a calmer tone of voice, a lighter energy. And people pick up on those cues instantly. Real joy is magnetic. With age comes a beautiful freedom. The freedom to slow down, to savor, to choose what makes your spirit feel alive. You've lived enough life to know that joy isn't found in perfection or achievement. It's found in the small, ordinary moments that many people rush past. And when a woman over 60 carries joy, even quietly, people feel calmer, safer, and more connected around her. Think of it as one small moment each day that gives your heart a little spark. Just one. Like savoring the first sip of morning tea or coffee. standing in the sun for 10 seconds, smelling a fresh flower, listening to a favorite song from the 70s or 80s, wearing a color that lifts your mood, reading a beautiful sentence from a book, lighting a candle with a scent you adore, touching a meaningful keepsake, watching birds outside the window. These are not chores. They're not goals. They're gifts. Tiny gifts you give to your spirit. When you consciously add one tiny delight to your day, something subtle happens. Your face softens. Your voice warms. Your energy lifts just a little. And everyone around you feels it, even if they can't explain why. Joy changes the atmosphere around you. It makes people want to be near you, not because you're entertaining, but because your presence feels light. Here's how you can turn tiny delight into a daily ritual. Step 1. In the morning, choose one small thing you will savor today. Not 5 things. Just one. Step 2. When the moment comes, be fully present for those few seconds. No rushing, no multitasking, no guilt. Step 3. Breathe into the experience. Let it settle in your body. Step 4. Carry that softness and warmth into the rest of your day. People often think magnetism comes from charisma or beauty, but real magnetism, the kind that feels ageless, comes from emotional peace. When you nourish your own delight, you radiate a sense of contentment. And contentment is deeply attractive. It tells the world, I am here. I enjoy life. And being around me feels good. When you carry delight in your spirit, people will always be drawn to you. Before we wrap up, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. I create content like this every week specifically for elegant, confident women over 60, and I don't want you to miss a single video. So here's the beautiful truth. Becoming magnetic at any age has nothing to do with being the youngest woman in the room, or the loudest, or the most outgoing. It comes from something far more meaningful. The tiny choices you make every single day. A 10-second posture reset that tells the world, I am here. A warm glance that softens a stranger's morning. A micro compliment that lifts someone's confidence. A moment of stillness before speaking that makes your words land with power. And one tiny act of delight that keeps your inner spark glowing. These aren't just habits. They are signals. Signals that you respect yourself, you notice others, and you carry a presence that cannot be ignored. And the most amazing part? Anyone can start today, even right now, especially you. Because you are a woman who has lived, learned, grown, overcome, loved. Your magnetism is already there. These habits simply help the world see it more clearly. If today's video inspired you, even just a little, please hit the like button. It helps more women over 60 discover content made just for them. And if you want more videos about confidence, elegance, and living beautifully at every age, make sure you subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I'd be so happy to give you a personal shout out in the next video. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Stay elegant, stay magnetic, and I'll see you in the next video.